Hey, what is up YouTube? It's the Texas Arm channel coming at you with a new video. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the MKE mp5 clone. Now I'm making this video because I know there's a couple of videos out there on YouTube right now about this gun. But as of what I heard so far, these guns are no longer being imported because of the Donald Trump law he put in effect right now. So if you can find these, scoop one up. I know they're kind of hard to come by. Look up on Gun Broker, that's where I found this one. Now this one was brand new when I purchased it. It was the pistol version only. I added the brace. We'll take a look at that right now in a moment. But basically MKE was a company that was licensed by HK to use all their tools, blueprints and whatnot to actually fabricate these guns. Now this is as close as you can get to an actual mp5 besides the original HKs. There's a couple variants floating around of these. I know PTR makes some. You got MKE. You got that Zig version of it too, the mp5, something like that. But these, the cool part thing about this one is that you can actually use the original HK parts. They're interchangeable between each other. That's always a plus. Now I might have to pick up the tripod right here, kind of give you, you know, a full view of the hard case that it comes with. Now this is how it comes. That's cool about it. You know, you do get a hard case. Like some guns, you know, you get a little flimsy cardboard box. Throw that away, and then you gotta go spend money on a new one. So basically, like I said, this is a Zenith firearm, and that's where you can probably look at the website. On their website, they are currently sold out. So like I said, source them out through Gun Broker and all those gun websites. You could probably find one, and that is the description of it: MKZ5RS, part number not available, and all that. That's the serial number. Zenith is basically the importer. MKE is who makes these guns. Like I said, these are made in Turkey, so it is a cool part about that. And basically, to open up the case, make sure you open it. What I've seen is basically the part where this is, and the information about it goes up. So you basically go this way, and you got some pull tabs right here, as you can see. You'll just basically just move those across. Let me get back. So this is kind of hard to get in frame because it's so big. And well, okay, there you go. Like I said, this is the full firearm in the box. It does come with 3 30-round mags. Well, depending on where you live, you know, depending if you got a mag restriction law or not. And there goes the firearm itself. You get a MKE sling. I think this is a single point. I'm not too sure. I haven't really used it. I'm not into slings. Now, like I said, this was the pistol version, so it did come with this buttstock instead of the brace. I did purchase that myself. That is a SB tactical brace. You also get a cleaning kit with these, which I thought it was pretty nice. Let me go ahead and open this up for you. You get, let's see, you get 2 extra pins. This is for the rear of the gun. And then you get this small one, which is for the trigger pack. You get a bottle of oil. You get a board brush. You get a sling with the weight at the end so you can pull that through. And then you get a one of these, I guess the after part, to kind of dry everything up pretty good. Don't mind this. This is for another gun. So that, yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, you do get this little cleaning kit in there. Let's go ahead and pull out the oh, one more thing. You get another. I guess you can call this. I guess it's plastic. Not too sure what material this is made out of. You got your loop. You could probably run a patch through the bore side as well. So let's see, get out the frame. Now this is the gun itself. Like I said, kind of dark in here. An SB tactical brace. You can fold these in half, which is pretty neat. Store it up in your trunk, your backpack, what gives you. There you got the 9x19 caliber. You get your charging hand up here. Show you that the gun is safe. Go ahead and pull it back, and it locks into place. That keeps stays there. You also get this Picatinny rail, 1913 Picatinny rail in the box. You set that on top. You get your optics, and then you get your traditional sights right there. Now you can pretty much slap that into battery, and you're good to go. You got your safety. Now the safety is kind of, when you're basically holding the gun, it's kind of hard to use your thumb with it, especially when the gun is basically ready to go with a round in the chamber for some reason. I guess since the gun is all still brand new, you know, you gotta break it in a little bit. Here's the other side. Take a good look at that. This is removable, so you can get that HK wider handguard that you can get from HK parts. The cool thing about this, it has the tri-lug adapter, and you got your threaded barrel, so you can go either way with the suppressor. I currently have a Omega 9K suppressor that I'm using. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting for my tax stamp to come back. So once that's ready to go, I'll bring those suppressor out to the channel a little bit more. Now here is where it talks about basically, see, Zenith firearms, Afton, Virginia, Turkey, MKE. This gun is pretty easy to field strip basically. All you basically need to do is just pull, well, kind of pull this back. It's kind of hard, like I said, this gun's so brand new still. I usually use a screwdriver or something. Oh, that came off easily. You pull that from the rear, and basically your buttstock or pistol brace comes off. Get back into focus. And then basically your trigger pack will kind of come off. You'll pull on the other side. As you can see, you have the little bit push through. They'll come off to this side. Pull this up a little bit. So these are kind of a pain in the butt to work around with, especially if you don't got nails. You get some labor out of it probably. And there I go dropping stuff, like always. So basically, these will come out. And the good thing is about these is you can't mix them up, because as you can tell, one is longer than the other one. This is basically your trigger pack holder pin, and then this is your buttstock trigger pack. Oh, trigger pack. Oh my god, this is your buttstock holding plate. And then set the gun backwards, pull the string. Make sure first you take this off, and then pull your bolt carrier group with spring. Now basically this is only pushed in with pressure, so all you do is kind of twist it around, and boom, that comes off. Now this is what they called a roller, was it a roller delay blowback, something like that. I'm not too sure, not really that much into all these fancy stuff. I just enjoy shooting the hell out of this gun. Now this is serialized and matching. As you can see, that has that number, and it's kind of gonna be a little bit hard to see. See, the camera will focus. 617 and 617. So basically, to take this off, what you'll do is push up or down, don't matter. You let's see, it's always a pain in the ass. You're gonna go clockwise until basically it jumps out of spec like this. You'll pull your guess you can call this the part where it grabs onto the case. I forgot what that's called. And then you have this part that follows it. Then you have your firing pin, and you have your firing pin spring, and then that's it. Basically all you do is just add a couple drops of oil to this, lube it up, and you're set to go. I really don't put that much. People say that they like to be run wet. I personally don't do that because, like I said, I do shoot this gun suppressed, so I do get a lot of blowback out of it. So that kind of sucks. Now to put this back together, it's fairly easy. You see this there's a little hump on here. So like I said, this little groove that you see there, little groove hump, will basically line up to that groove right there. So you'll push that in. It is under spring pressure, and then you come around with this, and then you line it up. If it doesn't go in one way, it'll go the other way. See? Let's see that again. So this side, where the I guess you can say where it hits on the slides on the where it hits on the hammer to basically clock it back, will face to the left side, because if you try to put it to the right side, it won't work. Like I said, it goes to the left side. And the tricky part about this is trying to get it to, because you basically got to make this groove, this little cutout, go into here. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get it to actually work into place. So I sometimes twist that a little bit, where it's a slight angle. Like I said, come in with this part again, and twist it a little bit more. And this is always a pain in the butt to get it back to where it needs to go. That's why I hate taking off this. But fortunately, I was trying to show you guys how to do this. Now I got it stuck. Let's see. This is always the hard part about doing this. The thing is, whenever I don't want it to go in, or at least expect it. Oh, okay, there you go. I forgot. You basically gotta compress the rollers inwards and then twist. Let's see. You twist counterclockwise, and it will go into its position, and it stays there. And then basically you can see the firing pin from back here. Just the hammer hits it, and it protrudes. You fire your round. Looking at the trigger pack, this is basically a clone version of the actual mp5 trigger pack, you can say. You have your 1-for-1 shot, single basically, and your safety. Basically to take this off, you just put it onto safety, and you push up one more time, and then basically that will pop up. You kind of play with it, twist it around, and then it'll come off. And then your push up here, and there goes your trigger pack and your lower. And then to put it back in, just slide it back into place. Let's see, just kind of aligned it. It'll click into place. You'll see the part. Push. Start from the top. Let's see. Start from the top. Make sure that you align that first. Then once that's into place, let's see, you push inwards with your thumb, and then you clock down to safety, and then to fire for the trigger. Make sure it works. Put it back to safety. It works. So, like I said, this gun is pretty easy to clean. This does stay in place. It doesn't come in or out. It just basically just stays there to help you push that back to clock in. I mean, this gun is pretty easy to disassemble and assemble back together. So to assemble it again, you just grab your recoil spring and your bolt carrier group, push inwards like this, move it around a little bit, and then I think there's one way to it. I think it goes either way. If it wants to. Well, that was pretty stupid. Wrong way. Make sure you insert it from the back, not the damn front of the ball carrier group. That was pretty stupid. So basically what you're gonna do, put your firearm, insert, make sure the rollers are pushed in, and then basically it will just kind of slide into place, let it fall in. Come in with your buttstock, push on your buttstock. I like to kind of push down a little bit, because as you can see, the holes won't really line up. We'll push it, kind of lean it against my body a little bit. Grab the pen, angle it at an angle, because you have this little detent that you can see right there. If it wants to focus. See that little detent? Like I said, put it basically, like say this is the receiver or the buttstock. Put it at an angle, press in, or at an angle, press, and then push in. And then that's what's basically gonna help you get it to this position. You see how it's kind of slanted at an angle. So just adjust it while you're still pushing inwards. And then give it one more go. Damn, that hurts. And then basically just goes into place. Grab your trigger pack where your lower, insert it this way. You know what, I messed up. What an idiot. I went the wrong way. See, every time I try to do something for YouTube, everything always comes out the wrong way. So pull that back out. Make sure you push it all the way through. Get it. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to go in. Pull that back out. Grab your trigger pack. Insert your trigger pack first. Like I said, the smaller one goes up in the front. Line it to where you can see it through the hole. On this one, you really don't have to go at an angle too much, because it goes on easier. Come back with your buttstock. And I aligned it. Make sure everything's perfectly aligned. And then, because I push in a little bit, just looks like I need better lighting on this side. But like I said, make sure it's at an angle. Push it in, and then you're at an angle. Safety, pull the trigger, safe direction, and that'll be it. So I will take this to the gun range again this weekend. Put it with the suppressor so you can see how easy that tri-lug is. Like I said, leave a comment. If you got questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. Let me know if you own one of these and what you think of it. And then stay tuned for the next video.